lakini kwa maoni yangu naona kwamba matunda bado.
If as an individual you just say no to yourself, no corruption within yourself.
Problem ya kwanza ni drugs, ya pili ni drugs, ya tatu ni drugs.
Yes, we can cut the trees, but we make sure we also plant more trees. As
makanisa zingine watu wanamwabudu shetani. Sasa vitu kama hizi zinatendeka, haziwezi tendeka.
Mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu kwenye runinga ya Hope Channel Kenya. Kipindi ni maoni yako. Mada yetu ya leo inagusia jinsi madaktari na wauguzi wanavyowahudumia wagonjwa katika hospitali zile za kibinafsi na pia zile za kiserikali. Je, unaridhika? Ili kuweza kupata hali halisia, nilizuru mtaa wa Karen ili kupata maoni ya Wakenya.
According to me, the main reason why it takes a really long time for private and public hospitals to attend to their patients is because the ratio of the doctors and nurses to the patients is very, very high. There's a big difference between the numbers. That is, the doctors are few compared to the patients. That means that there are very few doctors who are attending to the patients and very few patients being attended to. And I think the solution would be that the government needs to employ their own doctors who have graduated from our own universities, because what happens is they disregard them, being in that medicine is really expensive, so paying those doctors is really expensive. That's why we always hear about strikes, and as a result some are discouraged in continuing with their career. So the resolution should be that they should just see the value in life and employ them and pay them well so that they can continue working for the people of the nation. Yeah.
In our hospitals here in Kenya, or public hospitals, the challenge we have is we have few doctors and nurses, and the patients are so much in number that we need to employ more facilitators, because we have very many facilities but we don't have facilitators that are enough to cater for all the needs of these patients. So what we need to do, let us pay them a good money, then they will do their work. Then the second thing, we can add other facilities, we can build other more hospitals for that cause.
The reason why it seems like many hospitals are slack or slow in delivering services to the patients who come, in my opinion, because most of the time is the lack of that professionalism from the medics who are supposed to handle these situations, and sometimes also it's the work ethics thing. People are not really concerned about what's going to happen if they don't deliver their services and if they don't do well. I would also want to say that one of the other things that I consider to be a reason to this is that there is lack of empathy from the guys administering this service to our people. Because if you had the feelings of the pain that people go through, if you can sit in or stand in their shoes, then most probably you'd be able to handle them differently and you'd be able to care for them. And of course, in this country there is rampant corruption and people absconding their duties and heading to other places to do other extra job that is not their assigned job at the moment. And so our hospitals are left without professionals.
For example, in the public sector, first of all, the doctors are very overwhelmed. And we know that the two main things we are looking at a healthcare system, we are looking at, first, we deliver cost-effective healthcare to citizens whenever it's needed. And second of all, it should meet the quality that standards that are preset. So I think for the doctors in the country, it's very difficult for you to serve. For example, in the public sector, you're serving like maybe 300 people and you're maybe a few doctors. So for them, I think it's overwhelming. Though on some other part, we might blame that some of them are not very committed to their job, because I don't think in the healthcare system, unlike other systems, there is vetting. You're not followed to do your job in the public sector. So I think first of all you can blame incompetence and lack of commitment by some doctors, but in the public sector you can also blame overwhelming of the doctors by so many patients. For example, in the public sector I think the best thing would be to increase the number of doctors that are serving the patients, because I know there is a shortage of doctors in the country, and so by increasing the number of doctors, we'll have more professionals who are ready to serve and deliver healthcare to the system. Actually, the Cuban doctors were the ones who were brought in because there was a shortage. So I think first of all is there's a problem in high school. For example, the girls' schools where sciences are not very emphasized by the teachers. So you find that most ladies prefer to go and do other subjects that are preferable to them. So I think in some schools, sciences, biology, chemistry should be emphasized so that they pass those subjects and they meet the requirements to go and pursue the medical profession.
I was actually shocked when someone said he had to pay some money in this public hospital while in the queue so that he can see the doctor, and it's for free services. Young personnel should be trained on how to offer quality services, so that let's say we have in a hospital we have a doctor, but you have categories of doctor like gynecologist, oncologist. Young personnel should be taught so that they can also be of help in the hospitals. Like we have interns, but some of them need some money, but I don't know. If they can be taught on being patient so that their time will come, but they actually want money so that they can offer services whereby someone comes from home helpless and doesn't have that money to offer. So I think one of the menace that affects this health industry is corruption.
Au madaktari kwa sababu ni kazi wamesomea, na hao manurses ni kazi wamesomea, obviously wanastahili kuhudumia wagonjwa wakisubiri mambo yao yakitengenezwa. Hiyo ndio tu kwa sema.
Okay, a number of times you can go to hospital, but the way you are received may not please you. Like you go there, the nurses are there, you see them, but none come out to attend to you. So some of them, I don't know whether it's how they are handled by their bosses, or some of them didn't take up that job as a calling, because I believe nurses or the people in medical field should take that job as a calling. You should have the passion to do it. But most of the times you go there, you might take up to 1, 2 to 3 hours before being attended to. So the people in charge, whether they're the medical superintendents, whether they're the administrators, they need to be up to task to make sure everybody in that place, everybody in the hospital, do his or her job the way it's expected. Most of the hospitals exist because of the patients. So they need to handle the patients with a lot of respect, so that next time, even if, God forbid, we have to be sick. For some reason, we have to be sick, but you will prefer a place, you will go there not fearing whether you will die before being attended to or not.
Naona sababu gani mtu anaenda hospitali anakaa muda mrefu. Saa zingine unapata hao madaktari nao ni wachache hospitali. Saa zingine unapata kwa sababu ya nao kukosa, wanapata pesa kidogo, nao wanakuwa na nguvu kidogo za kuhudumia wale ambao wameenda hospitali. So nilikuwa naomba wenda kama serikali, unajua mtu akigonjeka anakuwa naumia sana. So akienda hospitali akose matibabu, hapo ujue maisha yake na kuinaenda. Na ujue kuona dunia kuishi ni sababu ya mwanadamu. So tusipohudumiwa vizuri, ujue hakuna mahali tunaendelea. Na maendeleo vizuri ni kuona mtu anaishi vyema, anapoenda hospitali anahudumiwa vizuri, anatoka kama umefurahia. Lakini ujue ukienda hospitali utoke kama haujahudumiwa, unatoka kama umekasirika, saa zingine unaweza vibaya, na ugonjwa yenye uko nayo ukiwa na hayo mawazo tena unazidi kuendelea kugonjeka sana. Na saa zingine unapata hospitali yenyewe madawa yenyewe hakuna. kukuambia enda urudi kesho tu ni kukuzungusha na madawa yenyewe hakuna. Unapata madawa kwa hospitali ni government, lakini wanakuandikia enda kununua kwa pharmacy. Unajiuliza ni kwa nini government inafaa kuwa na kila dawa, lakini jiuliza ni kwa nini tena umeenda hapo sasa unaandikiwa unaenda unanunua mahali pengine. Na government yenyewe hakuna mtu anashinda government pesa za kununua hiyo madawa. Lakini saa zingine madawa inapoingia na madaktari wenyewe na wasimamizi, unapata madawa wameyatoa wameyapeleka kwa hizo mafamasi zao. So tulikuwa tunaomba wale ambao wanahusika na hiyo kazi wachunguze vizuri vile wanachunguza kazi zingine, na hiyo jambo la hospitali waangalie sana. Mimi sitakuwa na mengi, yangu ndio hayo, lakini tunaomba watuhudumie vizuri.
Government sahi wanaliwana do. So madaktari ni wale sana kwa hospitals mingi zao. Wamekuwa yani ni kama kwa ward moja unaweza kuta kwa maternity unakuta ni manasi kama watatu wanatekia watu kama 30. So inakuwa ni impossible. So miki tunaweza onelea government inaweza fanya ni wa employ madaktari wengi, manasi wengi, ndio at least shida kwa hospitali iweze kuisha.
Yes, we have hospitals, but in a way sometimes we forget to follow procedure. If we could have someone who's there to see that this person needs quick attention and the other person will wait, people won't wait for long at the hospitals. And also, if we could add professionalism into our systems. Hospitals, sometimes we are so relaxed. You'll find someone who just seated there, they are not caring because they know at the end of the month, of course, it's not based on performance. That's my view. Thank you.
The government haina shida yote. Unapata unaenda hospitali tu unekwa hapo hivyo nje, msembigi mahali anaweza kuja na wipi yake anashikishwa. Ye atapita mkiangalia. Aenda tibiwe mkiangalia na waacha hapo mkiona. Kwa hivyo hapo hakuna shida ati government ama nini. Ni corruption, pesa ndio inaongea. Gava yangalia history ya corruption. Wa make sure yani kila kitu imekuwa fair. Hakuna timu kubwa ama mdogo kwa hii mambo na hospitali ama health. Kama ni kutritiwa first come first serve. Sometimes we can talk with the medical staff on such things, hold some meetings, muna press on, inakuwa saa obvious kuna wenye wana allow na kuna wenye wa allow.
Na hayo ndio maoni ya Wakenya kuhusiana na swala hili la huduma ambazo wanazozipokea hospitalini. Usikose kuungana nami tena ili tuweze kujadiliana kwa mambo mengi. Ni mimi wako Kathleen Obure.
Lakini kwa maoni yangu naona kwamba matunda bado.
If as an individual you just say no to yourself, no corruption within yourself.
Problem ya kwanza ni drugs. Ya pili ni drugs, ya tatu ni drugs.
Yes, we can cut the trees, but we make sure we also plant more trees. As
makanisa zingine watu wanamwabudu shetani. Sasa vitu kama hizi zinatendeka, haziwezi tendeka.